Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for joining me today. Just figure out how to get back to where I want to be. There we go. Welcome. I wanted to just chat with you guys for a little bit today. About the comeback that is happening tomorrow at midnight, my time, because I'm on the East Coast. I don't know where else in the world you guys are. Feel free to let me know. Do any of you have to stay up? Are any of you somewhere else in the world and you have to stay up extra late for this? Because already midnight is what I can do. Like you watch the music video at midnight. You check out some music. I just look at the music video and then I go to bed because I can't stay up very late. Oh, you're Central, so you're 1 hour behind me. It'll be 11 p.m. for you. That's a little better. Anyway, though, I'm super excited. I'm sure you guys all are. So I just wanted to, have a short little quick live. I can't stay too long because I have to go to volleyball. So I wanted just to, reset, share some tips and tricks. Especially because last time I did this, there was someone here who was a new army who had never had a comeback before. So I figured we could all just chat together about best practices and best way to survive a comeback kind of mentally intact. But yeah, so midnight for you too. Yeah, I feel like it would suck if you're an army in the rest of the world because you're either staying up in the early hours of the morning or it's the next day for you. Germany, so it's probably 3 p.m. Yeah, that would definitely be much better. Unless you're at work or at school or doing something, then that's also problematic. It's fine. Every comeback, my life goes on pause. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, who knows, but I can't help myself. So, I was thinking about this, and I was like, why 5 a.m.? Oh my god. I'm sorry. Are you waking up at 5 a.m.? Or are you just gonna get your rest and then wake up and enjoy the music when you can? Because that's what I've done with, the album. I just can't participate when I'm brain dead, when I'm, falling asleep, and I want to, actually be awake to enjoy all the music. But yeah, so the thing I was saying before is that I was thinking about how special a comeback is, how special a BTS comeback is, and how it's something that is really hard to explain to anyone outside of the fandom in a way that makes sense to them, and usually it doesn't. And I've tried many times, especially with my coworkers who are definitely not in this space, but have seen me do it time and time again. And to me, if I had to define what a comeback was in, simple terms, I would say it's a holiday. It's just a fandom holiday where everyone is celebrating BTS and their music and their content all together, all at once. And you feel, the sense of unity and celebration, and you're just having a good time, and everyone's all up in their feels, and it's my happy place. Even if we have a lot of bullshit that we have to wade through at the same time. So if there's anyone here who's comeback, if there's anyone here for which this is their first comeback, grammar is escaping me today. Here are some things to expect on comeback week. As you all know, per the tomorrow that BTS released, we are getting a music video for Yet to Come tomorrow night at midnight Eastern time. Thursday night, midnight Eastern. Or was that Friday midnight? I never know how people say it, is midnight the day before or the day after? Fuck it, who cares? Anyway, you all know when it's happening. So I think it's really fun that some other armies, not me, focus on like how many views it gets in like the first 10 minutes, in the first hour, in the first every hour, you know, after that, up to like the first day, the first 2 days, whatever, and compares it to other songs that have come out and like how we're doing. And it's always fun to see the growth because there's always massive growth every comeback. Every comeback, the view count goes up really quick. And it goes up faster each comeback than the one previously. So you can just feel like in those numbers alone how many more eyes are on BTS, how many more fans have been made in that time. And then we always have an inevitable roller coaster of emotions concerning that comeback, concerning the music video, because on one hand, we're all happy and enjoying the music, right? And on the other hand, you periodically have YouTube or Spotify purging what they consider fake streams, and reducing the streaming count or the view count, and we never are able to verify if that's accurate or not, you know, so it always ends up being really frustrating because you think you're breaking records or you're close to breaking records, and then they wind back the count like several million and you're like, excuse me? And that's the thing I go back and forth on, because I never know if that's real or if that's like they've legitimately seen bots or whoever streaming or not. I don't know. It's something that I really have no answer on because we have no concrete proof. And because, like, you would think this fandom is big enough that that nobody would need to have bots. I don't know. Maybe there's some stupid people who do the bot thing anyway. I don't know. I don't get it. So, so everybody will be focused probably on streaming Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Probably all of next week until Thursday, where we will be all trying to, I don't know, get as many streams in before Thursday at midnight, so that for Billboard, because a Billboard week is Friday morning midnight until Thursday at midnight, and then it's reported the following Monday. Yeah, anyone correct me if I'm wrong. So so that's when we find out if, based on our streaming, where we charted BTS's songs or albums or whatever. And also radio plays into that. And I'm sure you guys can chime in. We've not had a really great relationship with radio for many years. When we first started streaming, they thought we were bots. Yeah, they did. And again, I never want to assume that we're bots because there's so fucking many of us that, to me, it feels like, well, duh, the streams are high because there's tens of millions of armies and everyone is focused on streaming collectively. Like, we have a goal. This isn't just casual listening. So that's one thing. But then on the other hand, who knows if there are some either misguided people who think that they should be bots, or people using VPNs, or having some kind of program to stream, or maybe streaming several devices on one network. I don't know. Like, I don't know what YouTube or Spotify's system is that they can catch when something is a bot or a real stream. They've never been willing to divulge that information, and I don't think they ever will. So I can only go on faith, right? That we're not streaming, or there are no bots streaming, that it's only humans streaming. So, No bots on while streaming. Yes. But going back to the thing that I was trying to say about radio, the other thing, that we've encountered time and time again is all of these radio stations promoting themselves on social media, usually on Twitter or Facebook, and saying like, come join our radio show, call in, retweet us, give us engagement, and we will play BTS music. And no matter how often we do that, we don't get the amount of plays that we've earned, that we deserve. And it's always, there's a lot of gaslighting that goes on when it comes to radio and in what those radio shows say about like, oh, what they can and cannot play. Can they play a non-English song? No. Oh, but they did play it. Oh no, they didn't. There's plenty of places online where we've bitched collectively about this. People have done other like threads about it on Twitter. People have done videos about it on YouTube about how this whole radio thing is complete bullshit. But for the moment, having a song play on American radio is a really big boost towards how it ranks on the Billboard charts. Those stupid spins are worth a lot, even though arguably people don't really listen to the radio anymore because why listen to the radio when you can stream your own music and what you want to hear, right? So expect that. Expect, if you're in the online space, expect to see drama related to radio stations trying to farm ARMY engagement and then inevitably scamming us for attention and then not giving BTS music the amount of attention and spins that music deserves. Yeah, and then, I mean, you're probably... What else do we see? We see the playlist police come out, which is usually well-intentioned, but can cause a lot of drama, and to clarify what that is there are rules that we think we understand about how many, so we know that if you're streaming, you can't just loop a song over and over again, because then you're considered a bot, and only your first stream will count as like an actual legit stream, and everything else will be discounted. So if you want your songs to be your streams to be considered as part of the total count, you have to play like the song you want, then 2 or 3 other songs, random, any other songs, and then go back to the song you want to count. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. I know there was some drama at one point during one of the comebacks where people said that you can't have all BTS songs in your playlist. So if you're trying to stream Yet to Come, you can't do Yet to Come, DNA, Fake Love, Yet to Come, Life Goes On, Dynamite, Yet to Come. Like that if it's all BTS songs, you'll still be considered a bot. But I don't know if that was legit or if that was disproven. So if you guys know, please feel free to clarify in the chat. So we've had a lot of drama back and forth, a lot of arguing online. All of it at the end of the day, from where I stand, comes from a good place in terms of people just trying to make sure that what we're doing counts and that everyone's efforts actually matter, and that we're not just wasting our time or our energy or our money or mental health doing all of this for nothing, because plenty of people sacrifice sleep, money, attention on the rest of their life to do this. So at the end of the day, though, and I've seen this repeated sometimes online, Yes, it shouldn't be just BTS music videos. I usually play cat videos in between. Yeah, I guess if you want to be super safe and make sure that your streams are counted for the music video, play non-BTS videos on YouTube and on Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube Music or wherever, play non-BTS songs in between your BTS songs. This is so complicated, isn't it? It's a lot of bullshit. I hate it. I hate it. And periodically, I have to step away from the online space. I have to, not participate in the online drama and in whatever's going on, because it starts to deteriorate my mental health and my enjoyment of the music. Because I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I firmly believe that my relationship with BTS is one out of pleasure. It's not a job. And even though I do a lot of things for them that are organized and methodical, when I do them, I personally do them out of the goodness of my heart, out of my love for them. And if it starts to feel forced for me, then I stop enjoying it as much. And I don't like that, because I always want to enjoy BTS, their music, and my relationship with them. So I said this on the last stream, but I'll just say it again. Do what you want. That's my advice. Like, if you want to participate in all of this and you want to, be plugged in the online space on Twitter, because I don't really trust the armies on other social media platforms. Sorry, but I don't. If you want to be plugged in and following along and trying to do everything right, go for it. If you don't want to do that, don't. And if you want to be a part of it and then you realize it's too much for you, I think there's absolutely no shame in stepping away. That's what I would do, and what I will do if it becomes overwhelming for me. I never understood this counting algorithm. I have an account on iTunes where I stream a lot of different songs and buy my songs. If I want to play a song back to back, that should count. That shouldn't it, right? Because I think it matters more if you're actually streaming a song, like looping it over and over again, because it means you really like it. At least that's what I think, that you're obsessed with it and you want to hear nothing else. I think that should count more than if you have songs in between. But we think we know, at the very least, that looping a song will not count all of your streams. I throw in BT21 shorts. That's probably a smart idea. I pay zero attention to the radio. I end up having to work every comeback, so I try to make sure I just play the key songs at least once an hour. I think that's fair too. I think everyone should do whatever is feasible and sustainable for you. And also, if you are really stressed and don't like any of this and would rather just sit quietly somewhere and enjoy the music, I think you should totally feel free to do that and not feel guilty about it at all. Love the music first. Do the work second. Because if you put the work first, you won't love it. And if you don't love it, then your relationship with BTS deteriorates and falls apart. Is what I would think. And then what the hell was the point? Right? If I'm BTS, yeah, I care about streaming and I love how organized my fandom is. But those results only matter when my fans are happy. And if my fans are unhappy because they have to work that hard to do stuff for me, then I'm unhappy, right? My music, my existence makes life worse for people. That's how I see it. Totally okay to step away. Agreed, Yami. I have to mute people who constantly tweet about streaming. It's stressful. Yeah. Again, those people who tweet about streaming and are trying to galvanize the fandom, there is a purpose for them. There is a place where they need to do that. And if their tweets make someone do it and remind them to do it, how to do that, great. But if you personally don't want to see them, the mute button and the block button are right there, and everyone's life will still go on, and we'll all still be fans, even if we all don't talk to each other 100% or do things the same way 100%. I put songs from other artists that they collab with. That's also good. That's also smart, because that counts as a different artist, right? I've done that too, like Blueberry Eyes, or the song they did with Steve Aoki, Wasted on Me. I'm like, these are different artists. Or Halsey, the song, the Suga's interlude. I'm like, that's a different artist. Yeah, totally. I have to step away too, because the pressure can be too much. Get my head together and come back again. Yeah, I've done that too, where I leave, I'm like, no more social media. And then maybe like a day later, I'm like, okay, yes, social media, come back. What's everyone doing? Also, I've also found that you don't have to be on the same platform. So like, for example, I spend a lot of my time on Twitter. And that's where I learn about, that's my information feed, Twitter. But there are YouTube armies where, like, for example, there's this one account that always comes around during comeback, and they do a live stream where they show the view count on all of BTS's title track music videos going up during comeback. And sometimes for me, I close Twitter and I just find that live stream, and I just have it play in the background, and just watching the view count go up in real time makes me feel connected. And there's usually like a live chat with armies just like talking, and obviously it's a very fast live chat, but it's like people, celebrating and congratulating each other and encouraging each other, or just, talking about how like, oh, maybe we should try stream this song next, blah, blah, blah. So sometimes that to me gives me like a sense of distance from the drama on Twitter, but makes me like feel like I'm still part of everything. And there's like this like kind of anonymous community that's just, we're looking at the numbers and watching them go up. So maybe check that out if that interests you. Oh God, it started to rain. Going to volleyball is gonna suck. Last year my dad got very ill, so I completely shut down my Twitter activity. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Since then, it's hard to go back. Everything seems so dramatic there right now for some reason. Yeah, again, sometimes it's very dramatic, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's the people you follow and you just need to switch it up, find more chill armies. I go through that periodically as well. Like, also, my Twitter algorithm is broken. It doesn't show me everyone's tweets. It like limits me to like, sometimes I only see 3 people tweeting, and I follow plenty of people, and I'm just like, Twitter, what's going on? And it's been broken like this for me for months. So Twitter isn't always the best. That's all I have to say. But yeah, other social media exists. And speaking of that, the Instagram algorithm recently finally discovered that I love all of those thirsty BTS edits that IG armies make. Now the algorithm won't let me breathe. Like, literally every day, if I click into Instagram and I see a picture of like a cute cat video, and I'm like, oh, a cute cat video, and then I like, swipe so I can see another one, it's immediately the BTS edits that are so fucking hot. And then next thing I know, half an hour has passed, and I've just been scrolling and sending them to everyone I know, because I cannot handle it. I can't breathe. So there's time and a place. But yeah, in between all of those thirsty edits, I also do see like promotions for the comeback, like videos saying like, here's when the comeback, when the like music video is dropping, blah, blah, blah. So again, switch up the social media if the armies on whatever platform you're on aren't to your taste. There is a guideline on Twitter from YouTube on YouTube streaming. One of the things were to not have VPN on. Listen to 2 and 3 songs. So that's the other thing. For Billboard, only US streams and view counts will count towards the Billboard ranking. And that's okay. You do not have to go get a VPN and switch to the US and stream to increase our count. You'll probably be caught as a bot. It's not worth it. Focus on your own country's charts. It's less stress. It's less of a headache. You don't have to pay for a VPN. And just leave those of us in whatever country we're at to do our streaming, to do whatever we need to do to make the whatever charts we have to make. I think we can trust each other to do it right. It's an anthology album, so all BTS songs should be okay and count. I'll check that. Okay. I'm jealous of your IG algorithm. Don't be. It's great for the first 3 minutes, and then I'm in pain. I cannot focus. It's horrible. And I like it. But that I've been so unproductive this week because it was like Saturday, Sunday that the algorithm finally realized what I want to see. And now it's like, here you go. I've been waiting for you. I can't. I keep sending it to my friends, and one of them's like, you need to have mercy on me. I'm at work. I'm like, me too. It is storming really hard outside. I no longer want to go to volleyball, but I have to. But yeah, okay, so let's see, we've talked about music video, we've talked about streaming, we talked about the teaser. Honestly, I have no idea what this, like, the teaser, I don't know what this song is about. I thought I got the melody from the teaser, even because, you know, historically the teaser has never matched the actual song, and we would all laugh about how we would be, like, misdirected completely. And then for Dynamite and Butter, did PTD have a teaser? Like, all of those songs, whatever songs they were, the teaser actually was the song. We were like, we're getting real previews now? But now we're back to, I think this is a non-English song. This is a Korean/English song, right? So we're back to the usual thing. So I would assume the teaser is not going to match the actual song. But yeah, so I watched the teaser and I was like, oh, okay, I think I get the melody. And then I watched the YouTube shorts that they released today, and I was just like, no, I don't understand what this song is. Whatever. We'll all be pleasantly surprised. Oh, leaks. I saw something on my Twitter timeline just a little earlier today saying that there were leaks going on for Yet to Come already. Someone was leaking the song or whatever. That's always a risk during comebacks. Either a random person or a misguided fan or whoever gets a hold of the music and they try to release it online and to show it to everyone. But the funny thing is that this fandom, we do not condone leaks, and collectively we're like, no, one, shame on you for doing this. Like, how can you disrespect BTS like this? And two, they usually get like piled on by people saying like, fuck you, don't do this. Hi, report. But anyway, so you may accidentally come across a leak. That's why in the days leading up to a comeback, I don't look at stuff very much apart from the official comeback schedule content. I'm just like, everything else, I'm staying in my lane. I'm waiting for the release. I'm doing this the right way. I do not want a spoiler at all. I don't want to know anything. I wanna raw dog it. Yeah. I'm so excited for tomorrow. I'm at work at the moment, so I'll watch the playback later. Oh, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, no, radio. That's how I knew it wasn't in English. Hold on. One of you said something earlier about radio. That there's some, like, show or station in Tampa saying they're having a streaming party but won't answer if the spins will count. I've been here. I'm in my 5th year here. I don't know how many comebacks it's been. It's been a bunch. I have given up on radio. Radio will never be on our side. I did most of the radio stations in America are owned by iHeartRadio, or iHeart. iHeartRadio is the radio segment. I did an Army Finance 101 video when I looked through their financials and, you know, basically deduced that, like, the head company was like, radios don't make money anymore. We should turn radios into, like, a standardized product that just operate uniformly in every region of the country. And then we'll make money. And so that's what they've done. And so they have relationships with artists and music labels, and they know what songs they have to play. They know what will get them ad revenue. They know, they think they have a plan, even though they have a lot of debt because they're still fucking struggling to figure out how to make money. And at the end of the day, the head company has decided that it is not in their best interest and it will not make them money if they play BTS's music. I think this is very misguided. And I think it's just stupid. But oh, there's talking in this music. I thought there was, like, some loudspeaker outside my house. And I was like, I'm gonna ignore that. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but there's just, like, someone on a loudspeaker in the music. Can you stop? Okay, I think it stopped. That was weird. So, anyway, radio is not our friend. I don't think they ever will be our friends. And I think the decision to standardize radio across the country was dumb because people have different tastes in music and in what they want to hear and are very diverse, and standardizing the radio was the opposite of what would make people want to listen to radio more. And 2, it drove people even further into just streaming their own shit and giving up on radio altogether. So, long story short, fuck radio. UMG artists have that problem, though. It's going to happen a lot now, unfortunately, so just report/block and ignore them. Oh, about leaks. Yeah. Yeah, I've given up too. I went through 2017 with armies trying to spread radio push for BTS. Hated them ever since, to be honest. Yeah. Listen, if they weren't going to get on the train and change their tune, like, if they were gonna do that, they would have done it already. They're never going to. They don't think playing BTS music will make them money. They just don't. And fine. That's their decision. But the thing that drives me up the wall and that we have to continuously watch out for, which is annoying, is the fact that they will gaslight us and they will bait us in trying to give them attention and social media engagement and, you know, do whatever the fuck, call them, you know, whatever the fuck they need us to do to make them seem popular. And sometimes we fall for it, but I don't want to use that term. It's more like we want to do everything we can, and it's really hard for a lot of armies to say, like, I'm not even gonna try because I can do like the minimum here, and if it doesn't work out, fine, but what if it does? So I hate that they take advantage of us. I've heard stories about radio, so I just stream on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, my own playlist too. Yeah. Personally, I can't do it. I cannot engage with radio. I even remember during the pandemic, was it April, May, when DJ Adam from some radio station was like, what? Armies don't like the radio? They think we're mean to BTS? I don't understand. And he had, was it an Instagram live? Twitter live? I don't remember, but he was live somewhere and he was trying to like talk to armies and understand. But he was playing dumb. And we told him flat out, Insta Live, yeah. We told him flat out like all our issues and he was just like, I've never heard of this. This is so strange. Maybe people are just confused. And he's like, I'm gonna launch a research unit and dig into this. And nothing ever came of it because it never does. It was dumb. But he did get attention for a while. So he got the engagement that he wanted. Radio here in Mexico is different, but they've been playing BTS more and more. Well, that's nice. I wish radio spins in Mexico counted for Billboard. That would be awesome. The problem is radio is weighted so much for charting over here, and that's how these artists are able to chart for so long. And with these new Billboard rules they made for sales, it's so annoying. Yeah, I still don't know what the new rules are. I'm waiting for other army to figure out how much we should be buying. Is it one unit per week? Is it 1 unit per day, per transaction? How many times can I fucking buy the single in a week? Someone tell me and I'll do it. It's funny, in Germany they play BTS, but only the English songs, not one with Korean lyrics. Yeah, that story checks out. Not Adam Bomb, he was so annoying. Oh, you didn't like him? Yeah. He did a really good job pretending to care, pretending that he didn't know what was going on, and promising that he would look into it, that he would make moves, that he would do things, and then he never did. Because what is he gonna do? He's a fucking DJ. He's not in charge of anything. He's just some radio personality. And through engaging with us and promising us, he was like a really shitty politician. Because in engaging with us, he got so much of our attention, and I'm sure that helped him and his career in some way. And then when we had given up and, realized he wasn't going to do shit for us, he just quietly, walked away from us and went on to do other things. So, I'm not falling for that again. Radio isn't here to help. That's what I think. Anyway, I could bitch about radio forever, but I need to wrap this up because it stopped raining. Volleyball is still on. Yeah, I gotta go to volleyball. So before I go, I wanted to ask if you guys had any other tips or tricks for comeback, or things that we should all be aware of or remind ourselves about. Hopefully Army Connect posts what we were supposed to do, because from what I've seen, it looks like we can only buy once per person with different cards. I'm getting gift cards. That seems like a good idea. Wait, just one? That's it? That's it? Yeah, I need more clarification from Twitter armies too. I'm fucking confused. Can't wait for Hive to start opening radio stations in the US. It'll be a big fuck you to all the haters. That would be funny. I think if anything, an online radio station where you can tune in and listen to like all Hive artists. I think that would be really cool. And that would be a good showcase of all their music. But yeah, I don't really know if they could get their own radio station and do that. Well, that would be fun. Yeah, there's a limit, but it's so vague. It is really vague. That's my problem. I've seen people talking about it on Twitter, and they're like, here's the limit. But it's worded so vaguely that we're like, you can buy one per what? Per week? Ever? Per credit card? Per transaction? They probably did it that way on purpose, because Billboard knew if they made clear what the new rules were, Army would just say, okay, and then would follow those rules until we break them. Because that's what we do. That's our favorite way of saying fuck you at Billboard. Oh. But yeah, there was a lot of misinfo spread around by other fandoms to try to confuse us. Really? Whatever. All we can rely on is each other. So yeah, long story short, comeback will be fun. It'll be exciting. If you get overwhelmed or don't like it, just feel free to leave. I might follow my own advice. And then when it's fun again, or when I feel rested and recovered, I'll come back. Or I'll be here the whole time. I don't know. It's fun. It's comeback is an Army holiday, right? Stream like a human, enjoy listening to the music. There's no right or wrong way, just have fun. Exactly. I agree completely. I'm really looking forward to these songs, by the way. I really want to hear the new ones. Do you think I could stream it, or will YouTube block me? Like, after the first full week. Once we're in the week 2, maybe, or beyond. I would just like to play all of the songs in order and think about on a stream and just talk about how great they are. But I don't want to do that if YouTube will punish me for doing that. Does anybody know how this works? Because I know in general, Hybe is really nice about streaming like music. Because like BTS music, like other artists you get blocked instantly, but Hybe is just like, sure, fine, do it, but we're claiming the ad revenue. And since I'm a channel that I don't care about making money, I'm never gonna make money off of BTS. I'm like, sure, take the money, take the ad revenue. It's all yours. It was all yours to begin with. Just let me play it. So as long as it's not a Japanese song. If it's a non-Japanese BTS song, I can usually play it like in a video, not a live, a video, and it's fine. Does anyone know what that's like for a live stream? Can I play BTS music on live stream? That's one thing I'd like to work out. But yeah, I claim Run BTS. I know that one's gonna be a banger. It already got banned by KBS. What? What do you mean it got banned? God damn it, I have to go, but what is this tea? Spill the tea. For swearing? They've sworn in other songs. Awesome. Okay, well then, yeah, Are you fucking kidding me? Really? They got banned for swearing? As if no one has ever heard swear words before? It's gonna be fucking funny. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the album. I have no expectations. I like to go in blind, head empty, and just fill myself with BTS. So, I will be doing that. I hope you guys all do the same. I wish you luck. Bring lots of tissues to whatever you're doing, because I expect this album and these songs to make us all sob. I don't know why, but I have this gut feeling that Yet to Come is gonna be a gut wrencher. I've seen accounts do live streams with music and it was fine. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll dig into it some more then. Alright, well, wish you guys, happy comeback.